One of the most common images of the way in which God works for his people in the Bible is that of the banquet, the image of being fed by God. And in Isaiah this weekend, we have a very famous passage where the Lord says through Isaiah, "Come to the water," invites people who are thirsty, invites those who are hungry to be fed with food that is satisfying because it is of God rather than anything else. And then in the second reading we have St. Paul saying that nothing can separate us from the love of God, nothing in heaven or on earth. And that leads into our gospel, the gospel of the feeding of the 5,000. The people have found Jesus and the disciples, despite the fact that they're trying to get away and have some rest. And Jesus takes trouble to teach them at some length. And at the end of it, realises that they're in need of something to eat. And it's a desolate place, and asks the disciples what they've got. And he takes that little that they have got, the loaves and the fishes, and blesses it and divides it and gives it to them, and it's enough to feed all those 5,000. And it reminds us, particularly that gospel, of the Eucharist, of the Mass. Jesus feeds the people through his teaching, through his word, and then he feeds them with the food that he gives them, in which we can recognise an image of the Eucharist, of what we receive in Holy Communion. And so it's a call to allow ourselves to be fed by that generosity of God, and to be signs of that generosity in our world.